talk about some things. Um, just I'm outside and I was thinking about some stuff. So I've been trying to do these walkthrough videos, and the support on the recent vids have been fantastic, and I just thank you guys for keeping the support up. But I just wanted to kind of make a point that training naturally is going to be an extremely long journey, right? And I think it's super important to test out a ton of different ways of training. Like I think it's just so beneficial. And one if you love the gym and you love working out, it's so fun to try different things. But I will say though that if you really want to make progress, right, I think try out different training methods, like low volume training, high volume training, low rest times, high rest times, heavy ass weights, light ass weights. Try all these things and progressive overload on them for 8 to 12 weeks. You can't just be changing from one week to another, this training style. If you see something, slow it down, guys. This is gonna be an extremely long process. Yes, you could take fucking gear, SARMs, all these weird peptides that fucking these guys are taking in the fitness industry, but if you want to do this the natural way, it is going to take an extremely long time, before you start looking like freaky, I guess you could say, or start looking, build enough muscle to where it's like, wow. It takes a long time. Building muscle is the long game. You want to stay as healthy as possible and as optimal as possible for as long as possible. And a good way to do that is, to keep it interesting, because I see people who claim to love bodybuilding, or I don't know why I'm using that fucking voice, talking down on them. I'm not talking down on people like that, but I see people who love bodybuilding, for a year, they love working out, and then the passion's gone like that. And in 1 year, I'm sorry, you're not going to make enough progress to, unless you're enhanced, or, you're not going to make ridiculous progress and look like these guys on the fucking internet, or look like those freaks at the gym. And, one thing for me that keeps the gym super interesting, and one of the main reasons why I fucking love it, is I can watch Mike Israetel, right? I can watch him train like that for 12 weeks and gain a shit ton from it. I can watch Dorian Yates do his psycho low volume training in that dungeon and train like that for 8 to 12 weeks and gain a shit ton from it. I can I can watch Tom Platz, I can watch all these guys, powerlifters, and I can test it out, and I can stick with it, challenge myself. I can try ass to grass, Clarence Kennedy squats, all this stuff, and it's so fucking fun because you get, you make a ton of progress training a certain way. You can change to a whole nother way. Someone who inspires you, someone who, piques your interest. You see some old guy at the gym, he's doing some weird training, and you ask him about it, like, why are you doing that? Why is this, like, why does it intrigue you? And it's like, there's something to be, you can gain something from everybody, and it's super fun. Like sorry, the bug zapper's going, it's exterminating right now. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And even training with your friends and training with a training partner, training lone wolf for 12 weeks, just be careful getting like so tunnel vision in one training style or one thing, because eventually you are going to get tired of it, of training the exact same way every time. There's no way. And also you might learn things from different ways of training that work for your body better, or just overall just feel so much better. And at the end of the day, there's not going to be one most optimal exercise. Like there's a dumbbell, you could do a dumbbell incline press, you can do a Smith incline press. Like there's not one exercise that is just god tier above all else, right? And try and be as open-minded as possible, because I think I've made my point. But yeah, it's a long journey, and if you just split things up into 8 to 12 weeks, progressive overload, sleep good, eat good, and try all these things, eventually you're gonna be this, like, instead of just being good at boxing, or it's probably not good to relate it to fighting, but you're gonna be this fucking well-rounded MMA fighter, fucking kicking ass. You've tried everything, you've done everything, and it's so damn fun, guys. Like, I don't know. I see these people. Well, actually, this, and yeah, I get it. If you want to be fucking the best competitive bodybuilder, fucking Mr. O, you might need to be taking it that fucking serious. But me personally, the reason why I love the gym is I don't just because I can pour all my passion and fucking bottled up emotions. We're living in a fucking era where we're driving everywhere and fucking glued to our phones, and we gotta sit in class for fucking however many hours, go to home, do homework. Like, we're in this robotic, and there's very limited opportunities to be expressing emotion and pouring your heart out into something. And if that something is the gym, man, that's what it is for me, and god damn do I fucking love it. Like, just going in there and training as hard as possible. And I may have, obviously it's really good to stick to a program, and you want to have that fucking progression, but sometimes I go into the gym and I see somebody, like a buddy or something, and it's like we're both hitting chest that day. I'm gonna be like, we're doing your workout today because shit, I want to change it up today. But majority of for the most part, I'm doing my normal, program, and I'm progressing properly. But like, you can build a pretty damn good physique, trying a lot of these methods out. And make sure, just bottom line is, if you are gonna, make sure some things are right, is have good form, use a lot of range of motion, because, the YouTubers I watched when I was younger, I'd watch David Lade, I'd watch all these guys, and I'd see their, long limbs, and I would be analyzing shit, and I'd be like, wow, their muscles probably look so, like, good and pretty, because, they're fucking fully stretching, fully extending, like, instead of creating those, like little fucking muscles, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if it works like that, guys. I'm just a fucking influencer, let's be fucking real, right? But damn do I feel passionate about training, and damn do I love it. And fuck, man, fuck. Yeah, I'm yapping now, but I hope you guys kind of feel me on that one, because it's, eventually, you don't want to go to the gym every day and it be this, like, monotonous thing. You want it to, like, obviously there's going to be those days where it's like, it feels like, you're not going to want to go in and hit that same leg day. You're not going to want to go in. That's why it's important to stick with things for, I think 8 weeks minimum, 6 weeks minimum. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, you don't want to get until, you find one workout that works for you, and what do you think? You're gonna do that for the next 6 years? And it's like, you probably could do that for the 6 years, and as long as you're eating good, sleeping good, progressive overloading, and you're, however your volume is set up, those muscles are gonna grow. But are you gonna be doing that? Is that, like, realistic? Is that, like, I don't know. I just see so much value in, trying to learn from other training methods, and, at least experience it before you can, at least experience, like, say you do low volume Dorian Yates, 2 sets to failure, 3 times a week, whatever, and you do it for 8 weeks, and you're like, that shit did not work for me. I don't know why the fuck I did that. But then you look at fucking Dorian Yates, or you look at, me, I did that training, and I personally love that 2 sets to failure shit. It really teaches you how to achieve failure. Before you've never done it, you don't know what failure is. And I really recommend a training partner for low volume training, because you only get 2 sets to make it count. And you might not be able to push yourself. You might not have that capability. It's in you, but you might need, Bob over here to fucking be like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, you keep going. Like, no, come on, go. And you're like, no. And he's like, yeah. And, I had training partners like that. Thank fucking God. I had people to tell me, quit being a fucking bitch. You're fucking hitting this AMRAP. What do you mean you're too fucking tired? Like, and then they rub that off on you, and you're there for them the next fucking day. And it's like, God, man, that shit is fucking awesome. And if you've never done it, you don't, if you think that you can push yourself to the absolute fucking limit, you're sadly mistaken, because every time I think I fucking push myself to the limit, I always end the set and I'm like, God, fuck. Like, there's obviously those sets where you literally can't push anymore, but I always have this like thing knocking, like itching at my brain. It's like, God, could you have pushed more? Could you have just squeezed out a little bit more? Could you have done more? And I always am thinking like, fuck, maybe I could have. And then, I kind of, I stopped thinking about it. But, I'm never at that point where I'm like, I've achieved maximum failure like every single second of every single fucking minute of my workout. Like, it's just consistent for me. Like, no, it's something I'm constantly fucking pushing for. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys liked my passion rant. I don't even know what the fuck I said, but tomorrow I'm gonna kill my fucking leg workout, and I hope you guys do too.